Hello, welcome to Christ-Centered Gamer's latest unboxing of our first product from Status Audio, the Pro X. Let's see, there's the big logo on the side there for Pro X. Here's what the back looks like. Yeah, I'm trying to get that reflection off of it, but hopefully you can see it. So this is a pretty high-end earphone set. This supports LDAC wireless codec, so it should sound pretty good. Should support lossless. It supports 92 decibels of powerful noise reduction. That's amazing noise canceling. It does have the Status Hub app for Android and iOS, which I have an Android. It's got fast pair, voice loom, Bluetooth 5.3, supports transparency mode. One of its big draws is it has triple drivers with a 12 millimeter dynamic driver for bass and dual Knowles balanced armature drivers for treble and mid-range. So that's great. It's got transparency mode, noise canceling mode, optical wearing sensor, so it can tell when they're in your ears. 8 hours per charge is a really good battery life, and IP55 water and dust resistance. It includes the earbuds, charging case, 3 different size ear tips, charging cable, and a 1-year warranty. And that's the primary stuff to be known about this box. So let's see what's on the inside. It is an expensive product. $249 on sale, I think. $299 regular price. So this is a premium set of earbuds. And this might be one of the more expensive earbuds I've reviewed. I'm not sure if any others are quite as high-end as this one. So I will definitely have to hold it to high standards that its price point requires. I will say that I have listened to earphones that have multiple different types of drivers in them. And I do like balanced armatures a lot. They sound very detailed. So hopefully this is one of those. All right, that's that. Let's see if I can get the sleeve off. If I can get the sleeve off. There we go. All right. So that's the sleeve. We'll just put that to the side. And here's the box right here. Black alloy is the color they chose for me, and I'm really grateful. I should probably mention that this was sent to us to review. Thank you guys so much for doing that. All right, and open the box. There we go. We've got some status going on here. Status inside this box and Status Pro X right here. Right, we got a little tab to pull open. Okay, and something fell out. All right, so we've got stuff in this booklet. We got the earbuds themselves right here inside this case, but we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's see what's here. All right, we got more booklet. All right, and there's quite a bit of documentation. Obviously, we're not going to go all through it in this video, but we got a quick start guide and another quick start guide, I guess. So here you go. That exploded diagram of the earphone, which is pretty cool. And this is the quick start guide, which shows you the buttons and how to pair them. It does support multi-point connectivity. Awesome. So that's really good. It says to connect to 2 devices simultaneously, follow these steps. So that's really important to me. I use that a lot. I like to use it for work. So that's good. So we'll go ahead and put this to the side and refer to that later. But that answers a major question I had, is multi-point pairing. So that's great news. All right. And anything in this box? It should be a cable or something, right? I thought I saw that. Oh, here's the ear tips. Large and small, so medium must be pre-installed. Okay, cool. Hopefully medium works for me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's different with every set of earphones. I had one where I preferred small, and another one where another one I'm reviewing right now, I needed the largest size. I really just don't know. All right, pretty standard cable. It does have their logo on it though, so that's kind of cute. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there it is. Okay, and so we got the cable. Get the ear tips right here. Let's get the rest of this little box out of the way. All right, and go into the main event. So here we're going to have to unwrap this paper. There we go. And there's the Status logo on top. And Status Audio Pro X, model number SPX-1000A. 250 milliamp hour battery. Or no, that's the output. Cell capacity is 360 milliamp hours. The charging, and there's the dog. Down. Anyway, he doesn't usually do that. for unboxing videos. Anyway, lucky me. Okay, so here is the case itself. There's the logo on top. Here's the charging port and the fancy text on the bottom. And we're just going to go ahead and open this up. Oh, there we go. So this is pretty nice. Premium. It's got a little button right there in the middle. Okay. And there's the earbuds. And each earbud has a button. That's cool. Far too many earbuds are relying only on touch. And I believe this one has touch or button, which is cool. I really like buttons on my earbuds because then I know it's working. So that's awesome. All right, so this has got some sticky tape on the bottom. It has to be removed. Here's a good look at the earbud. This is the right side, and here is the button I was telling you about. So let's go ahead and remove that. You can see my dog is really excited to be here. You know what I think the reason is? She is afraid of the rain. And it is getting ready to thunderstorm outside. So that is probably why she is so excited. Anyway, so here's the left side. Pretty standard, pretty same as the right, but there it is. Charging terminals. I'll go ahead and pull this tab off. And there we go. All right. There you go. So let me go ahead. It's got a nice silver bottom and black top. It's kind of interesting artistic design. So I'm going to go ahead and close that and then open it up. Count to 10. Okay. Open it up. And we got some glowing lights here. Oh boy. Now my Windows wants to pair to the headset, which is funny. I don't plan on doing that. I plan on doing it to this. So wait, there it is. Oh, it wants to be connected to my Gmail account. That's interesting. But yeah, it's pairing right now, which is awesome. Device connected, done. Problem connecting, turn device off and back on. It's interesting that it shows that it's connected. There we go. Awesome. That was actually really easy to connect. Wow, that was super easy. The case has 80% battery, and the left and right each have 100, which is awesome. It allows you to find the device on this, which is pretty cool. So here, let me just get rid of that, and then you can see what it looks like right there. I don't know if it's going to focus properly, but there you go. Okay, this is just the standard Android pairing screen. It's also got right here on the pop-up, it also has some status information. And I'm going to go ahead and launch the app for the first time, the Status Hub. Allow to send notifications. I guess I'll say allow. I hope I don't regret that. New to status audio, add device. I guess I have to allow location temporarily to find the device. Looking for devices. Pairing Pro X. There we go. Okay, here we go. So, it's got a firmware update available, which I'll do not on this video, but it's got listening modes. Let's see if I can get that showed on the screen. Come on, focus. I don't know how well you can be able to see that, but it's got listening modes, ANC, off, and ambient. It's currently set to off. Wind noise reduction, I believe, is set to on. Oh, can only be used when set ANC set. That makes sense. EQ settings, status signature, status audio files, Knowles preferred, podcast and UGC, vocal enhanced, and custom. So that's pretty cool. Earbuds control touch controls on or off, so you can disable the touch controls and use only buttons. That is so awesome. Find earbuds by sound or location, currently disabled. Side tone, oh, that's kind of neat. And multi-point connection. So there's some pretty good settings available here. It's got okay, this is awesome. All right, I'm going to get to more of that. So here's just a view of the app right there. Hopefully you can see it. It's hard for me to tell. But then there's the advanced setting when you hit the gear on the upper right. Pro X. Details, find earbuds, dynamic EQ. At low listening levels, dynamic EQ subtly restores bass and treble energy, preserving the tonal balance and detail without the need for higher volume. A grayed out toggle indicates dynamic EQ is bypassed for a linear response. That is awesome. Multi-point connection allows you to connect to the device at the same time. Controls, prompts, factory reset. Yeah, this is really cool. There's some really neat features here that I have not seen in other earbuds. So I have an expensive home theater receiver that supports dynamic EQ, and I really like it there. So this is really neat. We're gonna have to spend some time with this. How awesome is that? All right, so this is the right side. This is what it's like going in. These have a bit of a larger, whoa, and I dropped it right on video. Okay. And I got my first dog hairs on it. Awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in. Listen to my nice audiophile jazz music, so my wife doesn't troll you guys with whatever she thinks is funny. Actually, I got some rock right here. Okay, let's see how this sounds. Doesn't sound bad. It's a little bass heavy, but there's so many EQ settings I could easily change that. Let me just go ahead and try that. This is signature. Yep, audiophile is right up my alley. That sounds good. Preferred is not bad either. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. And it's got a custom feature. Oh, look at that. You can adjust the bands. Doesn't get much better than that. I mean, yeah, parametric you could even better, but come on, this is really good. Very, very cool. Let's see, audiophile. I see what happens. So this is audiophile right there. And then preferred is this one. This is cool. And then podcast is kills the bass. I don't think I'd want that. And then vocal enhance is probably better for podcasts, but yeah, this is really cool. I'm just gonna put it on signature for now. I'll play with it myself and see if there's anything that I like. This isn't bad, even on default. It's a little bassy, but it's really not a bad sound at all. And oh, ANSI's on right now. Off. Off sounds a little better, I think. Yeah, off is a little better, but it still sounds good with it on. But off sounds a little better. Yeah, it's still really nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Cool. Well, this should be fun to review. All right. Well, thank you so much, Status Audio, for sending this to us to review. I'm going to go ahead and pause my music and pop this back in the case. But all right. Well, thank you so much for sending this to us to review, Status Audio. This is a really nice looking headset right here. I will play with it. See, I didn't notice a low latency mode, so I'll have to check that. So yeah, there's a lot to do when I do an earbud test review. So please look forward to the full written review. It should be in the description of this video. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless, and have a great day.